A Southern California Marine Corps veteran who has saved lives in war-torn countries is now saving the lives of sea lions here at home.
In tonight's Life Connected, NBC4's Vicki Vargas and photojournalist Kevin Dahlgren show us how he's found an unlikely way to use his skills.
James Golia would be the first to tell you this is not how he expected to spend his days after his 20-year career in the Air Force.
And then the two are coming that we need. That's awesome.
Once a week, he drives from his La Mirada home to Laguna Beach to volunteer at the Pacific Marine Mammal Center. He cleans, he feeds, and like the military, he does as he's told.
I've never been around sea lions or seals before, so the whole thing's a trip for me. It's totally new. The sounds, the smells, feeding, everything is different for me.
The 51-year-old retired veteran says he can't remember how many deployments there were. Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Afghanistan. He was a firefighter EMT tasked with treating the injured. He returned with PTSD, permanently disabled.
The military world is a lot smaller than people think. We stay connected.
Those connections led him to become a volunteer, and then he decided to stay, doing what he knows best.
And we're basically doing the same thing. We're taking an animal or rescuing an animal from the ocean and rehabilitating them, making them better and sending them out into the wild again. So, I mean, what more could you ask for? It's a pretty big deal to me.
He calls his time at the center therapy, enthralled with the support he now gives to sea lions.
You want to keep an eye on each one of them, too, make sure that they're feeding properly.
On the day we visited, there were 71 animals being nursed back to health, and then another one came through the door. The Pacific Marine Mammal Center made more rescues so far this year than in all of 2018. So the way James Golia sees it, there are a lot of parallels between the military and what takes place here. So much so that he found himself connecting with a particular elephant seal.
And you can definitely see when somebody bonds with them and cares about them, and it definitely struck him in a certain way.
Creole was rescued in Corona del Mar in February, underweight and dehydrated. 7 weeks and 150 pounds later, the healthy elephant seal was sent back to sea as James Golia watched from the beach.
And I'm like waiting for him to come back, and he never came back, and I was like, oh, that's a good thing.
Bye, buddy.
It was great. It was great.
Golia says he was a different person right after his first deployment in 1993. Today, he says this new Marine connection has made him yet a different person once again. In Laguna Beach, Vicki Vargas, NBC4 News.
And workers at the Marine Mammal Center tell us that James Golia initially volunteered for just a day, but then decided to come every week as part of the Sea Lions for Service Members program. You can learn more about it at NBCLA.com or the NBCLA app. All you have to do is search Sea Lions.